Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Hi if you're new here, and today I am sharing a layout for Colorcast Designs, and I am finally scrapbooking some snow photos. We got snow here, so I'm sniffly and I apologize ahead of time, but it's been a bit cold here. And we are fixing to have a ice storm is what they're calling for. So yay, not really. I'm so sarcastic with that. But we did get to go out and play in the snow, and I pulled out this collection from my stash. It's from Simple Stories, Winter Wonder. It's gorgeous, and it's like my girls' coats for winter match perfectly with this collection. It's awesome. But I decided to go ahead and pull this out, and I am actually using some of the new release from Colorcast Designs for this, and I know it was more along the lines of lovey-dovey and Valentine's and stuff like that, but it does not all have to be used for that, and you'll see me use it here shortly. You can see a pack of the Colorcast Design stuff up there to the left of my screen up on the top, but I went ahead and backed my daughter's photo in a snowflake pattern paper. It's got a little touch of blue to it, which actually complements the blue in the shadows in the photo. And here I went ahead and cut out a square. I think it's a 5x5 square of that plaid pink, and I am cutting a heart out of it. I didn't like the shape of the heart, so I'm going to go ahead and reshape the curved part here. I like that one better, and I am actually going to use my edge distressor. I do not always like using this thing. I finally found it, and I'm trying to make sure to keep it on my desk. But sometimes it just rips the paper up a little too much, or it doesn't do the same thing my fingernail does with it, but sometimes I kind of cut underneath my finger on my right hand, doing some other paper, so I'm trying to be a little more careful. So I'm using it a bit more. Here, I'm going to go ahead and cut a chunk to go behind my photo, and I'm going to distress it as well. I also feel like this takes me more time. I don't know. I'm impatient. I've said that so many times. Sometimes I feel like just using my finger is so much faster. So I don't know. I'm finding pieces from the ephemera to go behind my photo here. I did a little bitty plaid piece that's just in the ephemera pack, and it was just cute. I love the plaid and the colors. And that little banner piece, I'm going to tuck underneath the end of my my photo there just for another layer. Here, I'm just trying to cut another strip off because I'm going to add a couple strips to the right-hand side. I mean, this is really a basic layout. It's nothing wowing or anything like that, and I get that. It's just I wanted to be able to scrapbook these photos, and I didn't want a ton on the layout, you know? So I kept it kind of centralized around the photo and just added a little more color over to the right-hand side with these little layers. I wanted to make sure to use the same colors that I used behind my photo over on the right-hand side. And here I'm going to go ahead and move this and pull out my Prima metallic watercolors, and I'm just going to use the white, and I'm going to splatter it all over the background because it doesn't add, like, it's not in your face and bright and there, but it's that little splatter all over the background, and it kind of looks like snow, and depending on how you have it in the light, I mean, right there, you can see it. And it just looks like snow to me. So I went ahead and added that, and I love the way it looks. Here, I'm just going ahead and adding little things back behind, scuffing up other things, and I am moving things off to the side to scuff them up because it does add, like, it kind of sheds on the paper. I moved where I had that little plaid piece, and now I'm trying to figure out, you know, do I want to cut certain pieces down? And so I actually have that blue piece that I'm placing on the right-hand side. I cut it down a little bit, and I stuck adhesive towards the front of it and stuck it on my layout. I'm having to move things again because I want to trim this down so I can get the pink plaid piece where I want it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and it's still got some adhesive on the back. So eventually you'll see me stick it to something else. But here I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive. I realize, hey, I stuck that down so it's not going to stick. So I pull out one of my punches and I punch out a tab. That way I have all three of the colors over there on the right-hand side as well. I'm going to go ahead and fold that and I scuff it up a little bit here in a little while. But I'm going to add the pink piece over here. So you don't see a lot of the blue, and I'm okay with that. This time, instead of cutting it by hand, I went ahead and just stuck it on my trimmer and cut it. I'm okay with not seeing a ton of it. Like I said, I didn't want a ton over there. And I say this and then I add embellishments. So here is Truly Madly Deeply, because I don't know about you and if you have kids, but where we live, we don't get snow a lot. We live in the South, so we don't get snow a lot. And my daughters go gaga over the snow. And they have a very big love relationship with the snow. So they get extremely happy when it shows up, and then they get extremely sad when it goes away. They don't care. They'll be out there. They'll freeze their butts off and play, play, play. You have to bring them in, and they are never happy about coming in. I think that's just kids for you. So Truly Madly Deeply is what I put on this layout. Okay, and in this collection, you saw me stick everything down. Here I'm pulling out embellishments and stickers from this 12 by 12 sticker sheet, the cardstock sticker sheet there to my right. I have tons of the embellishments over on my left. And there was a pink coat in here, which is awesome. So I went ahead and stuck it to the left of the photo because my daughter's wearing her pink coat. Which is hilarious because she's not a pink person, but she picked out this coat because it also has silver stars all over it, and she loved the silver stars. So she'll deal with the pink just to have her silver stars. I think it's hilarious. Here I took some of the pieces from the ephemera pack. One says all bundled up, oh so cold, and then yeah, it's winter, or yay, it's winter, my bad. I put the cute little pink mittens up to the right-hand side where I have that tag, and I put a little branch that has some cute little pink berries on it. I'm trying to pull out little snowflakes to put around the layout. I grabbed some in like the tealy blue color that the burr paper is that's on the right side and behind my photo, but most of them are this dark navy color that's in the collection, and I'm okay with that. No big deal. I just thought they were cute, so I wanted to have them here and there around the layout. I added that little twig underneath the banner down on the bottom, and I'm still tucking things here and there. So I will start pulling out my my 3D foam right here, and I'm going to start sticking that behind the really small, I realized I had the wrong glue. I'm sticking the 3D foam behind the really small snowflakes. I do have to cut some of them in half because the snowflakes are so small, and I don't want the foam to show from behind it. And then I'm going to add a little bit of glue on the back of most of those, and then I'm going to go ahead, oh, maybe I don't. Some of them I do. And then I stick them down to the layout where I want them. And then I fight with the backs of some of these, the ones that I cut mostly in half. I fight with getting the backing off of some of those, unfortunately. Here's where I'm going to start messing up the edges of the larger ones, and I'm going to stick some glue behind them and stick them down. It adheres great, doesn't cause any more problems, and it just stays where it is. I usually put the glue to the base of something so that a portion of it can still stick up. So here I'm going to rough up the outside edge of the coat because I know the other part is not going to be shown. And I'm also popping up 2 of those little sentiments on foam pieces so that it pops up off the layout and over the coat as well. Just a little more dimension, not really anything, huge or anything, but it's just a little dimension, and I like the way it looks. I'm taking off all those little backings, and I am going to add a little bit of glue to that to make sure it sticks well. I'll rough up the yay, it's winter, and add a little glue and tuck it underneath there. And I still haven't stuck like the actual big cluster down on my layout, and that's okay. I'm adding the glue to the rest of my snowflakes here, popping up a couple more, and just roughing up the little edges a little bit. And I'm going to make sure I get everything added down in the little cluster up here on the right-hand side. Tucking that tealy snowflake behind my little gloves. The little gloves are cute. You can't really see it, but she's got a pinky red color of gloves on. And she was actually throwing snow in this photo, but I thought it was too cute, so I went ahead and, I had to use it. Even though you can't really see the most of the snow that she's throwing. I added some score tape behind my cluster there with everything, and I went ahead and added it to the layout. And here I'm using my liquid glue, and I'm going ahead and putting that all over the back of my acrylic piece from Color Cast, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere it down over there as my title. It's so funny because it makes me think of songs from when I was younger, and probably for me, I would have used it for something completely different. It reminds me of like 6th grade dances and having, oh my Lord, now they're not coming to mind. Oh, so many songs, but Truly Madly Deeply was one of their songs. I added the snowy life up above my photo, and some foam behind the top parts of my heart. And I added a little burr sticker on top of my tag over there on the right-hand side. Savage Garden, that's who it was. Sorry if that scared anybody. That's who sang Truly Madly Deeply. I added another little sprig over by the coat, and that finished this layout for me. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. It just helps out the channel. And make sure to go check out Color Cast Designs. A new release will be coming soon. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching the video. I hope you have a great day. Bye.